In a recent post, you made a point that elections are inherently aristocratic.
Right.
This might surprise some people who are used to growing up hearing that elections are the essence of democracy.
Yeah.
Now, why is the connection between elections and democracy wrong in some way?
Yeah. Great question. I think first it's good to just like define what do we mean by aristocracy and what do we mean by democracy.
Sure.
So if we look at the etymology of those words, aristocracy, aris or aristoi would be best, and krasi is like rule, right? So aristocracy is ruled by the best, and democracy or the demos would be the common people. So democracy is ruled by the common people. For an aristocracy, and if you kind of think about the mechanism of elections, they are intended to select the best. You know, when a lot of people, when they hear about sortition, they bring up this concern, like, what if you select an idiot or like someone with a disability or like, you know, all sorts of concerns. And that's because elections are inherently aristocratic. You're trying to select someone who's the best representative of the community to speak on behalf of the community.
Right.
But that aristocratic mechanism introduces bias that is unavoidable, right? So me thinking as an epidemiologist, like if we just think about what the best want, that's going to have all sorts of like cultural determinants about who's going to filter up into that best category.
Yeah.
Right. So, you know, prior to the 20th century, that would have included essentially no women, essentially no people of color.
Right.
And that doesn't mean anything about their inherent ability. It means about all this bullshit that culture lays on top of people's like level of achievement. And all of those things, they influence like the founding fathers. They wanted a natural aristocracy.
Yeah.
Thomas Jefferson wrote that that's what his goal was, right?
Mm-hmm.
They wanted like instead of the hereditary aristocracy of Europe, they wanted like the people that were genetically or you know had the best birth or background. But we know that in retrospect, a lot of that is bullshit.
Right.
There's like so much of people's potential that is determined by their circumstance in life.
Yeah.
So when we have an aristocratic mechanism, we are going to entrench privilege.